And it's Fun Friday! Yay, hey, yay, hey. That was 3 rounds of applause again. Because I know you guys are going to be cracking up because of a story I'm going to tell today. Well, don't you guys always crack up when I tell them? Or is it more of the pity laugh that I know most people give me at those jokes? Alright, so I have my friend who's waiting to help me with the joke, but I am gonna save it until the punchline. I'm gonna allow my Mexican, I love him so much, look at his hat. Okay, yes, I could entertain myself with this all day. He's the coolest thing. But I'm gonna have him over here, and he will be the one to tell the punchline of my joke. So that is, if I tell my joke correctly. So let's see what we should start with today. Let's start with the funny story. Okay, so you guys probably know that my brother Josh is like the coolest guy ever. If you know him, you know he just has this ever since he was younger, and he's 4 years older than me, 3 years older than Isaac. And anyway, so anything that he, says I should say, or, trendy lingo that he uses, he's always up to date with those things because he's like at this level. And of course Isaac's pretty cool too. So they're part of how this story happened. So I went to public school 2 years, 3 years until we got homeschooled. So I think I was in 2nd grade, and there was this, really huge nerd bomber. His name was Joshua, which is kind of funny because my brother Josh is named that too. And he just, wow, so nerdy. Like, everything he did was just so nerdy. But of course, most nerds are smart, we know that's to be true. So, and I think I happened to sit next to him during class, and so we were talking one day, and he was probably too scared to talk to me because I was like, oh my gosh, beautiful little, however old you are when you're in that grade. So, that's what I tell myself anyway. So one day, I'm like, you know what? I have an idea. So we had a talk. I was like, well, I know that you're really good at math, and if you can help me with my math, I will give you cool lessons. And he was like, what are cool lessons? I'm like, well, it will make you more cool because my brothers are cool, and as you can see, I am cool as well. So he took the deal. Now, I didn't tell him originally that helping me with my work was just doing it for me. So I started to get the benefit of this deal, and then sure enough, had to give him cool lessons. So I will tell you the few things I told him that I had recently learned from my brothers that was not cool anymore. He would pull his socks all the way up, the long socks that go up to your knees. I said, don't pull your socks all the way up. That isn't cool anymore. And then the other cool lesson was when he comes into the classroom and his sweaty head, he would slick his hair back like with the sweaty, it was just weird. And then he also liked to walk around with the hood of his jacket on and his jacket around him like a cape and like walk around that way. So those were my 3 cool lessons to him. And the first day, he did the cool lessons. He took the lessons to heart, and I'm like, yes, it's working. So then he realized what I was actually asking, and then he's like, he reneged the deal. And then the next day, he was back to being a nerd again because, they fall very quickly in these situations. So that's your funny story of the day. Okay, now time for the funny joke. Okay. I'm gonna get it right this time, because I was just telling it to myself to make sure I got all of the details right. Okay, prepare yourselves. So, there was an Indian who was on the reservation, and he had to get to town for some reason. we never find out those details in these jokes. We just have to believe what we're given. So he, his horse is in the shop and being worked on. Yes, his horse is in the shop. So he's walking to town, and it's really a long walk, and it was really hot that day. And a guy comes up. Hold on, I have to take a sip or my throat's gonna get dry. And then I'll be coughing. Okay, so the guy comes up in a convertible, nice sports car, and he's like, "Can I give you a ride?" And the guy's like, "Yes, thank you." So they are driving in the car and starting to go really fast, and the Indian was like, "Why you go so fast?" And the guy driving him's like, "Well, it's really hot. You have to drive really fast to get the air going through the car to cool us down, So this conversation happened 3 times. Why you go so fast? Oh, well, it's just to keep us cool. Then finally drops him off at town, he does his thing. And when his horse is out of the shop, he takes it out for a run and just runs him so fast and fast and fast and fast. Then his horse dies, and he's like, must have froze to death. Oh, I forgot to use him. Okay, sorry guys, pretend I didn't say the punchline. Hold on. Must have froze to death. There. I forgot to use you. I'm sorry, Mr. Nutcracker. Okay. So that's the joke, and I think that one is actually pretty funny, not even pity laugh funny, so hopefully that tickled your funny bone. And so the John Prine song of the day is, I know I wrote it down here, "Never Leave Your Wife at Home," which is a really funny song. So I hope you guys are gearing up for a great weekend, and I will talk when I have more to say.